Hello YouTube, A3 here, back another kicking action figure review. We got some good Gucci for you guys today. It is the Walmart exclusive DC Comics Multiverse Super Friends Batman. Yeah, I don't know why Mattel made these Super Friends figures. I'm not entirely sure what the point was. I guess nostalgia. I don't have any nostalgia for the Super Friends because I have never watched the Super Friends, to be completely honest. So the only reason I got this was because I don't have this suit for Batman. And it's a classic suit for Batman. Seems like it comes with a cloth cape, which is pretty cool. And his accessories are pretty decent. I just wanted to show you guys the packaging. Once again, Walmart exclusive. It'll have Super Friends branded all the fuck over it. Shiny right here. Collector card and stand, which are the two things I care about the least in this box. Got a Super Friends depiction of Batman. Legal stuff. And then Super Friends. Whoa! No read-up form or anything. I have seen the Green Lantern. Easy pass. Lantern figures I feel like should have shinier parts on him. There's nothing shiny about him. I mean, I have a ton of good Green Lantern Hal Jordans anyways. Plus I don't like the eyes. Haven't seen Aquaman or Superman. Might get Superman just because I don't have a classic Superman like this. But I certainly don't need the Aquaman. But yeah, let's bust this Batman open and see how it goes. And here he is out of package, our Super Friends Batman. Not a terrible figure, honestly. Not a terrible figure. Not impressive either, though. It's just kinda alright. Yeah, you know, it's Batman from Mattel. Does it have some things that are unique? A couple. For instance, this stand. It comes with a Super Friends stand. It's got this big-ass, shiny Batman card you can put behind it. Or, if you get all the Super Friends, or the ones they're making anyways, they actually did a wave that was like a Super Friends wave that had like side characters, like El Diablo and the racist ones. You can connect them and make a big Super Friends thing with the stands. And have that as displayed as the back instead. So, I mean, that's a decent option. That's a cool display option if you display figures like this. I think it takes up too much room, so I'm not going to do it. I'll just bag that stand up, keep the card nice and clean, scratch-free. And here we have the Batman himself. One big thing that's a letdown on this is when I pulled him out of the package, pop, cape came right off. People are going to lose this cape, especially if they have a cat like me. And I only have one room, guys. My entire place that I live in, one room. So I cannot keep my cat away from my collectibles. Oh, but B3, why did you get a cat then? Because I fucking love cats and I need her and she is my family. But, yeah, the cape doesn't look too terrible or anything. A little odd around the neck since you have to clip it on like that and it's not attached to him. It could be longer. It could be longer. I don't mind the large points. The points seem pretty large, but I don't really mind that. But it could be a little... I guess if it was longer, it might drag and stuff. But still, you know, Batman should have a long cape. It's got... You can't really see it in my lighting. I got a bit of a harsh lighting thing going on here. But, Bats actually has some decent paint. You know, he's got shading all over here. A very clean bat symbol. Clean paint on the face as well. You know, that all looks good. Could have used some gold trim on the buckle of the utility belt or something. You know, it's never enough. Another complaint, this is a pretty old sculpt for Mattel. This is one of their older sculpts. They could have given him a more modern sculpt. Even just the slimmer DC Universe Classic sculpt, you know? Like, so look how bulky this sculpt's kind of bulky, right? Just a little bulky. Look how much thinner this Aquaman is. You know? And they have this without the scales. Obviously, that's just for Aquaman, but... You know, it's... just whatever. Anyways, Bats is cool. Bats is dank. He's not a terrible figure by any means. The articulation is exactly what you would fucking expect. Side to side on the head, it does pop the cape off, but you can just pop the cape back around it. Up and down on the head, up and down on the arms, forward and back on the arms. You got a up, 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 up. You know, swivel right here on the bicep, elbow bend. wrist swivel, ab crunch. Very cool. Should have waist. Ugh. His utility belt gets in the way a little bit. See how it's blocking that joint right there? Ah, there we go. So be careful with that. And then you got in and out on the legs, forward and back. You got a thigh swivel, a knee bend, up and down on those feet. No ankle pivot or anything, sadly, but I mean, it's once again exactly what you would fucking expect from this Batman. I know. But yeah, he does have other accessories. So in addition to the stand-in cape, he does have this big fat Dark Knight Returns style Batarang. It's just a real flat gray. He holds it just fine. You know, just a big fat Batarang. Not really bat-shaped, more like end of his cape shaped. Or just the wing of a bat, just the wing, you know. But, I mean, it's a fine accessory. You know, at least he comes with accessories. And I did save the best accessory for last. We do have this neat grapple gun. It's a pretty fun grapple gun, I have to say. As you can see, he holds it very well. It's not coming off or anything. It's got this big black grapple on it. And it actually has string and everything. You know, it pegs onto the top. And you can wrap the string up so it's not just hanging around. Really good for displaying with. Fun for kids. I mean, because you can have him hang. You know? Super Friends, playtime! I mean, it's fun. Look how fun this is. I dig this accessory. It looks cool. I like it. Now we're going to do some quick size comparisons just to show them off with some other figures. That way you can get an idea of what would be best to display with. And just how big he is, period. But here on the left we have another figure from the same line. Another DC Comics Multiverse figure. Superman, specifically from Earth 23. One of my favorite Supermen, by the way. Not figure-wise, but I mean like character-wise. And then here on the right, a figure with the sculpt I would have rather them used for this Batman, honestly. White Lantern, Hal Jordan from DC Universe Classics. That line went a long time. Big line. But, yeah, let's see what else we got. Here we have some figures from DC Collectibles. Here in their standard DC Collectibles scale, we have Red Lantern Guy Gardner from Green Lantern line, and from their DC Icons line, a really cool line that I have more reviews for coming up soon, Black Adam from Forever Evil, New 52 look, which is a pretty cool fig. Probably my favorite figure from Icons. This or Blue Beetle, one of them. Really like him. But yeah, that's how he scales with them. He's kind of in between these two. And lastly, I would just like to show him with some movie TV figs. Here on the left from the current DCEU, yeah, that's what it is, DCEU, we have Jor-El from Man of Steel, the Man of Steel Movie Masters line also. And here on the right, another Mattel, the DC Comics Multiverse Season 2 variant of The Flash. And if you don't collect those figures from Mattel and you get them from DC Collectibles, I'll just show you a DC Collectibles version of him. I don't have the Season 2 one because it's in an expensive 2-pack. And he's mostly the same figure as this Season 1. So here he is with the Season 1, and I feel like I missed a good literally joke last time, so he's in between these two. Literally. Huh? So what are my final thoughts on the DC Comics Multiverse Super Friends Batman from Mattel? Well, I guess these Super Friends weren't a super bad idea or anything. I mean, I dig this Batman. Look at him. Look at this cool pose with the not the Batarang, the fucking grapple gun. You know, I like the cloth cape. I wish it would have been like pinned on him or something, but it's still neat. I'm just glad I have a Batman of these colors, you know? I needed a Batman of this coloration, a real nice classic look. And I like Batman in blue. I don't know, I think I like Batman in blue more than I like Batman in black, honestly. I really do. So, yeah, this is really it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out other cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. But yeah, you know, this is a fun fig. I think it's fun for kids, too. This would be something fine to get, maybe a slightly older kid, because it's got some small parts and stuff. But yeah, I think it's fun. So that's it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.